I work with Irish Life and Permanent. Irish Life and Permanent are the result of a merger of Ireland's largest life company, Irish Life, and Ireland's largest mortgage bank, that's Permanent TSB. Following the merger of Irish Life and Permanent TSB, we've got two companies operating very separately. We live in an island of Ireland that has a small population, and the customers have been touched by, in many cases, the customers have been touched by both companies. So we've got a large overlap of the customer base. And the challenge for us is to try and bring the two together and really try to get a single view of the customer across both operations. For us, it means lots of things. The first job we've got to do is to try and plug all the pieces of information together, and that gives us the opportunity to unlock the information. So coming at this from a couple of different angles. One angle is looking at it from a customer perspective, so that a customer no longer will have to log into separate websites to see their life policies on one website, their bank accounts on another website. They can come in and see their total portfolio of products on one website. So that's one value coming at it from the customer perspective. From the company perspective, looking at it from a different direction, if we can pull all this information together, we can then start looking outwards. We can start using the information to try and predict how customers will buy products in the future. We can look at predictive analytics, business intelligence, and so on to try and predict where they may be interested in purchasing one of our products. One example is when you look at the way we sell policies, the way we sell products. In the past, our salespeople used to go out with paper documents, fill in forms in customer homes, send them in. When we got them in, we had to validate them. There were occasions we had to send information back to customers to get them corrected and brought back in. That was a long process. At times it could take weeks. Over the last number of years, we've started to try and capture that information right at the point of sale with the customer. And we've evolved where we've added more and more intelligence into that process, so that now, even if it's a protection case on the life insurance side, we ask all the medical questions at the point of sale. And we use intelligence and the technology to actually use some expert systems to make a decision on the underwriting of that case. So now, before the salesperson leaves the customer's home, that information through satellite technology is already on its way to Chief Office, and on its way, the printed policy document is already on its way to the customer. Now that we have all the customer information together, joined up with the life policies and the bank accounts, we now see that information really as a strategic asset for the organisation. That now opens up lots and lots of opportunities for us, and we're starting to develop a whole information agenda around this information. So already we've started on a number of initiatives. The first one clearly is to build a single website that customers will log in once to see their total portfolio. A second initiative that we've already started is taking all of that information and putting it into a warehouse and using some predictive analytics tools to try and see how customers, what their propensity to buy certain products is for the future. Given that we've got all the information together in one place, we really see this as a really strategic asset for us. So therefore, we can start making better decisions now. If you take one very, very simple example, if a customer is not paying his premiums on the life side, would we seriously consider lending money to that customer on the bank side? In the past, we wouldn't have had that information connected, so we wouldn't have been able to make that decision. Now we can make a better decision. Our customers have benefited in a number of ways. Firstly, we now have a single website where the customer logs on and sees their total portfolio of business, both banking products and life products. Secondly, if they make contact with us, any changes to their information only needs to be captured once, and that's immediately proliferated right across the entire organisation. Thirdly, if we're sending out direct mailing, because we've got richer information together, we can make sure that we target that information and make it much more relevant to the customer. In the past, we've been very good at the transaction part of our business. So over the years, we've got better and better at policy administration in the life system and bank account management in the bank system. But today, in today's world, we believe we need to look at this at a more human level and deal with it from a customer perspective. So we really feel by bringing this together, we need to optimize this information. We believe it's really important to have the right information available to the right people at the right time and to be able to trust that information. So we've developed this information agenda to help us in this way. We're working very closely with IBM and their information on demand strategy to try and achieve this.